Always remember, Manong knows. So recently, marami kasi mga posts about negative about UK, and at the end of those comment kasi ng mga hugot ng mga tao, ang at the end kasi is money lang naman, like can we save in UK, or paano ba yung cost of living. Tapos they're comparing Middle East kasi nga, to be honest, when you live in Middle East, medyo luxurious yung life doon.
Did you know that you can save on your OET exam fees by registering as part of a group? That's right, you can save hundreds of dollars by registering your test with IELTS Medical, and we make it nice and easy for you to join. Simply select the relevant exam date and tell us your candidate number, where you'd like to take your exam, and we'll do the rest. Plus, you can also choose whether you'd like to take an OET mock exam at our Central London Centre as part of your OET preparation. Book now, www.ieltsmedical.co.uk/OET exams.
Hello, Manong George here. Welcome to our channel, and today we have a very special guest.
My name is Jaiton. I'm a nurse here in London. I work for NHS, and I also have a YouTube channel called That Ausog Londoner.
Welcome to Hampstead Heath. Ganda ng mga Ausog Londoner channel.
At saka gusto ko rin batiin yung mga kapatid natin Muslim dyan. Assalamualaikum sa inyong lahat.
Manong knows best.
A lot of people were saying, hindi ka nga makakaipon dito sa UK. Siguro that prompt me to post na if you want to save, you can save. Kasi nga, there's a lot of opportunities how to earn money in UK. You can do bank shifts. You can do a lot of, at saka if mag-bank shift ka, choose your bank shift wisely. Well, if you go on night, mas maraming bayad. If you go on weekends, mas maraming bayad. So,
money.
Here's are my tips on how to save money here in UK. So first, choose your partner wisely. Yeah, yun. I'm so glad that yung wife ko is napaka-supportive on my saving ideas. Second is spend 2/3 of your money, and the 1/3 save it in your bank account. Yeah, that's how you can save it, and as much as possible, huwag niyong kukunin yung pera. Eventually, dadami yan, magugulat na lang kayo na marami na pala. Third is do bank shift as much as you can while you're young and wala pa kayong anak. At least in the near future, may ipon na kayo. And third, and last but not the least, is gumastos ayon sa naaayon. Huwag kain ng kain sa labas. Kasi nga, we are paying not just for product, we are paying also for their service. So, matutong manood ng video ni Erwan Joseph kung paano magluto. Kasi that's how I learn how to cook pasta and everything.
Manong knows best.
Life-work balance-wise, mas balance yung life here in UK. Kasi when you work in Middle East naman kasi, you're going to work 4 to 5 days to 6 days per week. So, coming from Middle East kasi, like ako, I was working like 4 to 5 days a week in Middle East. 3 days work, 1 day off, 3 days work, 2 days off, then duty na naman. So, here in UK kasi, like you work in 3 days per week. So, come to think of it, if sanay ka magtrabaho ng 5 to 6 days per week, why not make bank shift? And if you're going to do bank shift, gaya ng sabi ko, choose it wisely. Sunday rate is very high. It's almost like 230. And if you work in recovery theater or ITU, A&E, meron kasi siyang critical rate. So, abot ka ng 300 pounds per day. So, if you're going to do bank shift at least, let's say, once a week, so 250 times 4, may 1,000 pounds ka na, which you can earn, you can use that one to pay for your rent.
Manong knows best.
Well, here in UK, makakaipon ka talaga. Kasi nga, like, the offer salary for band 5 is, let's say, like you're earning 2,000 minimum to, let's say the standard salary of band 5 is 2,000, all right? So, those 2,000, tatrabahin mo siya 3 days per week. So, if you're going to add shift at least once a week, let's say you're going to pick Sunday. So, you're going to work 4 days a week. And then, isang bank shift mo pa lang, makaka-earn ka ng at least 250 pounds. Or let's say 200, kasi the Sunday rate is 230, 250 pounds eh. So if you're going to work extra shift, one shift per week, you're going to earn 1,000 pounds monthly on top of your salary. So instead of earning the standard salary of band 5, 2,000, you're going to earn at least 3,000 monthly. And that's the minimum if mahilig ka mag-bank shift. So if dadagdagan mo pa yung bank shift mo, you're going to earn more than that.
What's his yearly salary?
I remember nung last December, last year, siguro kumita ako ng 3,800 that month. Yeah, ganong kalaki yung kinita ko kasi nga nasobran ata ako ng bank eh. Kasi marami akong off December.
Working overtime.
Manong knows best.
When you work in Middle East, comparison ng work ka, you are a phlebotomist, you are the doctor sometimes, you are the porter, you are the HCA, ikaw yung lahat eh. Well, when you work in UK, to be honest, na culture shock ako. Kasi I never expected na yung work ko pala is to give medication. Majority my role is decision making and to give medication. So I was shocked na yung doctors are doing the extraction of blood, doctors are doing the insertion of IV cannula, and I am so grateful that I have a lot of HCAs helping me in bedside. They are doing the ECG, they are taking urine samples and everything. Thankful talaga ako dito sa UAE kasi nga yung work ko sa Saudi kung 100%, here is like 20% lang. I-compare ko, like 80% of my energy was saved. So when I was in Saudi, to be honest, after ng work ko, bagsak sa kama. Tulog, as in walang energy. Sometimes hindi na ako nakakain eh. Here in UK, after ng work ko, labas, go to near coffee shop, or kaya manood ng Netflix. So, chill siya. Kaya nga, madali sa akin mag-bank shift kasi nga as if napakagaan ng trabaho. And I cannot complain. I really cannot complain my work here. Siguro, I cannot speak in behalf of other trusts, but sa trust where I'm working, I'm so thankful.
Manong knows best.
I live in a one-bedroom apartment. May sarili kaming kitchen, may sariling sala, may sarili kaming kwarto and toilet. So, nababalance ko siya kasi nga, in the first place, dalawa kami nagtatrabaho at siya ng wife ko. Gladly naman, yung wife ko, though hindi ko siya ino-oblige tumulong sa akin, tinutulungan niya ako sa rent ng house. So, our rent costs like 1,300 monthly, roughly. Wala pa yung council tax. But then, malapit siya sa hospital. So, hindi ako nagbabayad ng transportation. Hospital is just a 5 minutes walk sa house. So, ayun. And imagine, like, that 1,300, all in na kasi siya eh. I never pay for bills, all in na siya. It's just the council tax lang yung binabayan kong extra.
Manong knows best.
I'm very grateful na I work in Middle East for almost 1/3 of my life. And I'm so lucky to work in Middle East kasi nga nagkaroon ako ng investment sa Pinas, nagkaroon ako ng house, nagkaroon ako ng kotse sa Pinas. And I'm really thankful sa Middle East because of that. But then after spending decade in Middle East, na-realize ko kasi it's not about money anymore. Yeah, life there is luxurious to be honest, but it's not about money anymore. Siguro tayo mga OFW, we are looking for a place where we can settle. And ang UK kasi, never siya naging part ng listahan ko. It was never been part na I'm going to work in UK. To be honest, wala talaga siya. It's always been US. reality is always been I want to go to I want to work to New I want to go and work in New York, blah blah blah. So pre-pandemic kasi mahilig kasi ako mag-tour sa ganyang place. So I visited UK pre-pandemic. That was to 2020 or early 2020. And then when I visited UK kasi as a Muslim kasi na-impress ako. Like may nakita akong sa airport naka-hijab, yung taxi driver na sakyan ko Muslim, and everything kasi is diverse and everyone respect everybody's belief. So natuwa ako at the same sabi ko, okay, why not I will try UK. So when I went back to Saudi, I started processing my papers after I hear nandito na ako sa UK.
They're in London.
London, okay.
So, why UK? Bakit UK? Bakit ko siya masyadong nagustuhan yung UK? First of all, work-life balance. Dumating na kasi ako sa point when I was working Middle East na burn out na talaga ako.
Officially recognized burnout.
Like, there is no promotion if you're an expat. And kahit gaano pa kasipag, wala. Hanggang dun ka lang talaga. Well, in UK kasi, ang daming opportunities for you to grow. And as of now, I am a band 5. But then, if I want to grow, there's a lot of opportunities you can check in track jobs. Just send your application online. They're going to interview you. So, within ang promotion kasi sa UK, what I mean, ang progress ng career mo, depende sa'yo. Like, how do you want to progress? Ganun kasi in UK eh. It's not like in Middle East, what they want for you. Here in UK, what you want for yourself.
Manong knows best.
My advice for those people who is comparing UK and Middle East, to be honest, I was on that period when I came here. Siguro for 2 months, nag-adjust ako because I was used to this salary. I was used like I never even tried budgeting in Middle East. Kasi yung pera always nandyan eh. Here in UK, doon na ako natuto mag-budget. Like, okay, this is reality. But then after adjustment, after 2 months, kasi yung first entry ko, band 3 eh. Kasi nga, when you are an OSCE nurse, band 3 talaga. So after nung 2 months na yun, I was thinking, tama bang decision ko? So, kaya naiintindihan ko yung mga saloobin ng mga tao, yung tama bang decision nila. Kasi even myself, I even question that. Like, tama bang decision ko I moved to UK? So after I pass the OSCE and salary-wise, work-life balance-wise, bank ship-wise, if I'm going to compare the salary of Saudi nurses, I can speak in behalf of the Saudi nurses. I cannot speak in behalf of the UAE or Qatar or Kuwait. So if I'm gonna compare the salary of nurses in Saudi and UK, walang-wala. As in, ni half siguro. Kasi if you're going to do bank ship, you're going to earn more. And working in UK, hindi siya nakadepende sa Middle East kasi kung anong income mo monthly, yun na. In UK, hindi. You can top up. Yun eh. Like, if sa Saudi you are earning, I'm gonna give a value, all right? If sa Saudi you are earning 8,000 SR monthly, in UK you can earn maybe 15,000 SR monthly. Ganun yung difference niya.
Always remember, Manong knows.
Manong knows best, put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.